Yes, you read the title correctly. That is what we're going to do today. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I know, different setup. Oh well, my name is Natalie, and today we're going to be doing my very first ever reading vlog. I don't know how this is going to go, so we'll see. And we're going to be reading horror books. I know, I'm going to be reading different horror books. Okay, so I actually don't want this video to be that long just because I don't know how long my reading vlog is supposed to be. So let's just get into it really quickly. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what books I really want to read, and then like I'm gonna be reading in this reading vlog, and then I'll actually be updating you guys as I'm reading these, not at the end like usually. I'm also gonna read Bunny. I don't really know what Bunny's about. I was reading the description, it kind of sounded like Dark Academia a little bit. So I was like, it's about this girl who gets like invited into this group where they all call each other Bunny, and then like weird stuff goes down. That's what I got from it. And then I also want to read A Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesare. That's just the one where the clown is terrorizing the small town. And then I want to read Stephen Graham Jones. That one is Night of the Mannequins. This one I actually have no idea, but Stephen Graham Jones is the same author who wrote Only the Good Indians, I think, right? Only the Good Indians, I think that's what it's called. I think he's an indigenous author. But again, I'll obviously talk more about this as I'm actually reading them. So, but the book that I'm reading right now, it's due in 2 days, I'm 31% in, is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. This one's by Grady Hendrix. So this one is, we follow these suburban wives as they have their book club, and they choose like really creepy books every month to read. So they read like Anne Rule's Stranger Beside Me, Helter Skelter, all that, right? The Hillside Stranglers. And then right now I'm just in the part where Patricia has met this guy who was the nephew of the old lady who basically turned into like a zombie or like a vampire and started like and bit off her ear. And so Patricia goes over. So basically the aunt bites Patricia's ear, swallows it. Obviously help comes, they take her off, Patricia, and Patricia's one of the housewives, and she dies, right? The aunt dies, and then Patricia, who's like a good housewife, goes to talk to the nephew and like, oh hey, I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm also the woman who your aunt bit the ear off of. And so they kind of become friends because Patricia's kind of bored in her housewife life, and the guy like reads, he's into also kind of creepy stuff, but he's like weird, he's suspicious. I'm like, wait a minute, something's up with this guy. So right now they're just still getting close, and now he's officially part of the book club too, so he's also meeting the other housewives, her like friends. So far I like it. It's actually kind of creepy, especially because it is horror, so like it was very graphic, the scene where the aunt bites off Patricia's ear, and like right now it's like very graphic scenes, so it is kind of like squeezy, but I really like the writing. I feel like I am getting scared because I read this at night, so I kind of like am there, like I picture myself there in the suburbs. So yeah, I like it so far. So that's my update for that, and those are the books I'm going to be reading. So like I said, I want to make this intro too long because I do actually want to give you guys updates. I think I'm going to do, right before I start, like 25%, no, that's okay, right when I start, maybe 25% in, 50%, maybe 75, and for sure when I finish. That's what I'm gonna do. So for sure before I start, halfway, and then after I finish, and then maybe 25, 75% in. Depends on how I feel, as in like if I can like actually update, and depends on if there's anything to update. Because for me personally, when I read reading vlogs, and the person's just like, oh yeah, there's nothing to update. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, but I clicked the reading, like, unless I really like you as like a person, or you're like my friend and you guys are giving me like life updates, that's fine. But if you're just gonna talk about like random stuff, I don't really care. Well, that's just me. So I know you guys are here for a reading vlog, so I'm gonna give you guys a reading vlog. So my updates are gonna be actually about the book that I'm reading. So yeah, so far this is scary, and at the very end, oh my god, at the very end, I'll tell you guys which one scared me the most. Anyway, okay, so I will see you guys hopefully soon. I'm gonna finish this one. I have to finish this one. It's due in 2 days on my Libby app, so I'll see you guys soon. Hello, I'm back with a little update. I'm sorry if this eye looks weird. I slept on it funnily. So yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, where you just sleep on one of your eyes funny, and then you wake up and it's like swollen. So that happened to me today. So a little bit quick update. Due setting, I'm on my bed. Yes, I have like 20 pillows. There's more over there. I am at
48%, so pretty much halfway. I actually have no idea where this story is going, which I love. So I didn't really like see what was like what I didn't read the synopsis before I read this book, and oh my god, I can't stop touching it. It's like so swollen. And I pretty much went into this blind, but I'm loving it. So basically, things have escalated. I don't know if you've like if you'll know what I'm talking about, but like like in mysteries or like thrillers, I guess horrors now too, where the main character like knows everything pretty much, but she just has it like in bits and pieces. And so I love it when authors like tell us their thought process as they try to like bring everything together, and as they try to like explain it to themselves and to other people. So right now she's been trying to explain it to other people, but this is set like in the 80s, 90s. So obviously her friends are like housewives and her husband is like super like power driven. So they're like, no, you're crazy. But right now her friends are like, you know what? Like we value your friendship, and we know that like if you truly believe something's up with this guy, James Harris, that's the name of the guy, then we'll support you because you're a friend. So right now they're all just trying to band together, and it's so freaking cool. Things are picking up. So basically right now they're just, so she saw something, Patricia, that made her very she's like, okay, no, this guy's like a vampire, right? I mean, the title is something about slaying a vampire. And so she kind of presented a different story to her friends because she knows that her friends would never believe her. If she was like, no, this guy's a vampire, they'd be like, okay, you're crazy, because it is the 80s, 90s. Right now it's in the 90s. So yeah, so she kind of told him that he's like been dealing drugs. She basically just wants him off the streets. One way or another, she wants him off the streets. So she's like, if I have to lie to my friends to get them to help me, so be it. And they help her, and I love that. It's like very close-knit group, and I love it. It's just, you know, wives supporting wives, women supporting women. Love it. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go. I am really liking it. The writing is really cool. There is this rat scene. Oh my god. I read it at like 3 in the morning. Worst thing I could have done. I literally was so scared. I was in my mind. I was like terrified. I was about to turn on my light. I literally was like petrified. The writing is that good because one of the things I've noticed about this book is that I don't really care about the side characters that much as I care about the main characters. And the bad thing is that there are a lot of side characters in this book, so it's been kind of like difficult caring about them because they're literally like in every other like page. So the rat scene, basically these rats attack side characters, but the reason why I cared about it was because of the writing. The writing is so good. It literally was so like detailed and like, ugh. I'm not scared of rats. My mom is petrified of rats. I'm an arachnophobe. I can't do spiders. Like just thinking about them makes me want to cry. But like I literally was like, okay, I get now why people are terrified of rats. Like it was so disgusting, but so. And then in my mind, I was like, oh, this is why I don't read horror books. So yeah, so I'm really excited. I'll probably update you guys maybe 75%, maybe depends, but for sure when I'm done. But before at like 40% when I picked it up this morning, no, it was like at 31%, I think. No, 37, something. I picked it up this morning right before, and I was like, I think this book's gonna be like a 3-star, maybe a 4-star. But right now, I'm like, if things continue like this, it's gonna be a 5-star. Yeah, it's that good. So I'm really excited. Okay, I am at 75%, and oh, this is so freaking good. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. So basically, ugh, so when I left off was like the Patricia is trying to tell everyone what's happening, right? Well, that backfired. The author pulled the thing where like no one believes the main character, and like they're like, oh my god, like you're crazy, and the main character's like, fine, I give up then, like no one believes me. It's pretty much Patricia, but then they time skipped 3 years, and like nothing's the same, right? Like Patricia literally is only close to like one of them, and basically James Harris is like now everyone's best friend. But it's so freaking good. There is this one scene where Patricia has to hide in the attic underneath like these like rotten clothes, and the way the author describes the bugs, the spiders, the mice that crawl on her. There's this one scene where a roach literally goes inside her ear. She can't pull it out in time, so she literally has to kill a roach inside her ear. Are you kidding me? I freaked out. I was like, I'm obsessed. I cannot believe this is really good. The only thing though is that, I mean, it is the 90s, so it's like, yeah, I like Patricia's son, literally a serial killer. He's like obsessed with like World War II, and like it's just, he's really weird, and I don't like him, and I wish he wasn't part of the story because he makes me feel like ugh. But yeah, pretty much everyone's either like is not stupid, or they're stupid and also kind of racist. Like, I am so like, literally I just hope Patricia gets through it. Like, she's literally the only one I care about. Like, I literally just hope Patricia gets through it because this girl has been through so much. So basically the story is that Patricia is a suburban housewife. She's bored. She forms a book club with her friends. They read creepy stuff. This new guy comes into town, James Harris. Bad stuff goes down, and Patricia's like, wait a minute, this guy's a vampire. She tries to convince people. No one really listens to her until finally, I'm 75% until finally people are like, wait a minute, you might be onto something. So yeah, it's just basically her trying to get rid of a vampire. So I am really, really excited to see how this is gonna end. But if it continues like this, like 5 stars. Like, it's creepy. The writing is excellent. I am in the book. I literally feel as if like that happened to me. Like the whole attic scene. Oh, I'm rooting for the main character. Don't really care about the side characters, like any of them. But Patricia, I hope she gets through this. But yeah, this is insane. This is crazy. Also, I looked back at what I just filmed. I should never do that. Why do I think it's okay to talk about a book moments after I finish it? Literally, there was like not one coherent thought in what I just said. So let's try again. 2.0. So I ended up giving this book 4 stars. I liked it. I just didn't really like how it ended. It was kind of cheesy at some moments in the ending because the author did the thing where he kind of like told us what the message is supposed to be. The message is supposed to be feminism. Like, obviously, okay, yes, I understand it's feminism, but like, you don't have to tell me that because Patricia made it out alive. Spoiler alert, that's all I'll say. Patricia was basically saying that like, oh, no one would assume that us housewives would be able to do this thing and like go the distance, but we did. Like, at the end of the day, we may just be housewives, but like we still defeated the evil. And it's like, yes, obviously, okay, I get that. You don't have to like spell it out for me. And it's like, it's fine if you are gonna do it, but like the way that she was saying it, I was kind of like, but okay, so I gave it 4 stars, probably because of that. And again, I didn't really care about anyone but Patricia, so it was nice at the end when they were like the final showdown. They all kind of like came back together. That was cool. But I didn't really like them up until that point, and I honestly feel like I shouldn't have had to go through that, like 75, not even like 80% of the whole book where I just didn't stand any of them. So for that, I knocked it down like half a star for each of those 2 things, so it came down to 4 stars. The writing I loved, though. The writing is excellent, excellent, excellent. The final showdown, the way that it was written was so freaking good. It was like insane. Like, it literally was like playing out in a movie in front of my eyes. Like, I think it went down, did it? A little bit. My small. And it was just really, really good. And I feel like I personally don't like really horror. Like, that's why I thought it was a fun idea to make this my first reading vlog, like reading a genre that I don't really read. But I did know about this book because I did see a lot of other booktubers who do enjoy horror recommend this. So I feel like if you yourself like horror, I think you'll like this just because it is very good. And even though it wasn't really scary at times, it was more like creepy, but the writing definitely gave off obviously horror vibes. So I definitely recommend this to other people who love horror. And even if you don't really like horror, or if you're kind of scared because you don't want to get scared, you probably won't. You'll probably be fine. But there are trigger warnings. I feel like I'll put those in the bio just because there was certain like topics that was not okay. And be very warned about very creepy and disgusting scenes because writing again is really, really good, and it can be a lot. But yeah, so I really liked it. And next, I think I'm gonna read Bunny, but I have to do some homework first. But I only have like this one big project to do basically this weekend, and then I could just read. But yeah, so this is my first reading vlog. I didn't know reading vlogs were this easy because I'm literally just turning on the camera and just like literally filming on my bed. Love that.
yeah, so I hope this is interesting, right? I'm trying to keep it short just because I do have other books I need to talk about and I don't want to make it too long. Like this book, give it 4 stars. Writing excellent, plot was okay, characters was okay. I did really like Patricia. Overall book, I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. That's like 4 stars. Oh, I guess I can just talk to you guys again right now because I'm probably gonna start Bunny like sometime in the middle of the night. So Bunny is the one that I thought was a Dark Academia. Again, don't really know what it is. Just this girl goes to this liberal arts school, I think, and she meets this group of other girls who call each other Bunny, and they kind of like want her to come into their group, and then like weird stuff goes down when she does. And that's what I got from it. People say it's weird. People say it's straight up people say it's straight up weird, like weird and crazy. And like at the end, when they're done with the book, they're like, what the hell did I just read? Like, I kid you not, I think like I saw 10 people say that, and some of them were like big booktubers. So I'm excited. I want to get my head like I want to get my mind blown. Hopefully it's good, as people say, but I have seen some people say it's not that good. Some people give it like 3 stars, but other people give it 5 stars. So a mixed bag. It's like, you know. Okay, hello. I am back. It has been like a week, I think, since I last updated you guys. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean for it to get that long in between updates, but I did end up getting overwhelmed a bit with school, and it was just not a good time. Hold on, my hair is I use a pencil now to put my hair up. Okay, so yeah, so I finished 2 books. I finished Bunny by Mona Awad and The Night of the Mannequins by like a little novella by Stephen Graham Jones. So I gave one of those books 1 star, and I gave one of those books 1 star, and the other book I gave 5 stars. Quick, make your guesses. I gave Bunny 1 star, and I gave The Night of the Mannequins 5 stars. So Bunny is the one about the Dark Academia. This girl, she ends up getting recruited by this other group of girls who all call each other bunnies, and they're basically a cult and into like dark magic stuff, right? And then stuff goes down and she has to like escape them basically to survive. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was stupid. I understood it perfectly. I understood the plot twist. I understood the ending. I just thought it was stupid. I could care less about the characters. I could care less about the plot. I literally was just reading the book just to finish. I didn't want to DNF it because I was holding out that maybe there would be like one final plot twist or something that would make it better. No, I was bored. I literally could not connect one bit with anything that was happening in that book, either characters, plots. It was just bad. And I get now why people say it's a very big toss-up, because there are people who love it and there are people who hate it. I hated it. I thought that her writing was very convoluted. I thought that she was writing just to sound smart at some points. There was a lot of there was just so much stuff that she could have just edited out, and she could have literally just reduced the book by like 150 pages, and it maybe would have been better. I was just straight up bored. I didn't like it. And also when I saw how long it was, I was like, this isn't it. I was like, this is not it. And I was right. It was not it. I didn't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't know how many more times I can say it, but I gave it 1 star. No, that book was not for me at all. It was just stupid. I hated all of the characters. There was nothing in there. But I didn't even hate them because I didn't care enough about them to hate them. Yeah, it was just not good. It was just not good. Okay, so then Night of the Mannequins, complete turnaround. That one was good. So that one, we have our main character Sawyer and his group of friends, and they find this mannequin one summer, and they spend the entire summer using the mannequin to like play with him, like using pranks, like going on adventures, very like adolescent stuff. And then they all grow up, right? Like I think a couple of years pass, but like all of them grow up. They all get like real significant others, or they just get like they just don't have time to like hang out anymore, even though they've known each other since like elementary school. And one day they were going to do a prank on one of their friends, right? And it goes bad. It goes really bad. And Sawyer swears that Manny, the mannequin, came to life and is going to take revenge on them for ditching him, essentially, this mannequin. And Sawyer's theory is confirmed when Shauna, one of them, dies, and it's like basically in a freak accident. Like a truck slams into her house and kills everyone in the house. And so Sawyer's just like, he's basically like, he just truly believes that the mannequin did all that, somehow did all that. And now the mannequin's coming for all of them. Doesn't matter who is in the crossfires, he will literally kill them and probably their families too. If they get in the way, if they're just there. And so Sawyer's like, okay, well, I have to do something, right? I can't just let my friends and their family die. So then he does stuff. I love this book. I thought it was a short novella. I thought it was perfect size, like length. I thought, that's what she said. I loved the way that Stephen Graham Jones writes. I think the way that he writes is so accessible. It's so easy to write. He's an Indigenous author. I think that his humor, his like dark humor that he puts into it is really, really good. I'm really excited to read his other book. I am really excited. I actually bought that book at Barnes & Noble because I really, really, really like this little novella. I think it's really good. For me, it was literally like I was watching Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, like in book form. Like it was like a perfect like slasher horror novella. I thought that the way that the killings were happening, like the killings in the book, I thought that they were written out so well. Like I could literally picture it on the big screen and picture it in my mind. I thought that even though it was short, I connected more with all of these characters than I did in Bunny's and something pages. Like that's, I really recommend The Night of the Mannequins. I think it is really, really good, and I will probably read it again. I actually really, really like this book. So yeah, so I'm happy because I got a 5-star read. I don't know if this might, no, it's not my first 5-star read of the year, but is it my first 5-star read of this vlog? What was the first book that I read? I forgot already. What was the first book that I read? Oh yeah, this is the first 5-star. This is the first 5-star of the vlog. So yeah, so I'm really excited to read it again because I actually would read it again. And it was scary. It was scary because I was reading it in the nighttime. I was like 3 in the morning and I was scared. I was like, this mannequin is scary. And the way that Stephen Graham Jones writes, I was scared. Yeah, so it was really good. And next I am going to be reading, what am I reading? Oh, Clown in a Cornfield. That's basically where the clown targets the small town. And then that'd be it because yeah, I think that's it. I think that's going to be my last book. I'm not sure if I'm going to have another book, but I don't think so. Just because, again, like I said, it's been a week since I last updated you guys. I didn't think the vlog was going to be this long. And I really just want to upload this vlog because it's my first reading vlog. So I hope that I'm doing okay. Again, I'm sorry that I have gone so long without updating. That wasn't my plan, but things have just been picking up at school. And yeah, but I'm going to make booktubing, is that the word? Reading a priority, of course. I'm getting my stuff together and my agenda and my planner. But yeah, so I will see you guys soon. I'm going to try to finish this book today. I don't know how long it is. I have all of these books I have on my Libby app from my library. So I don't know how long it is, but I don't think it's that long. But people say it's really good. And who's not scared of clowns, right? I mean, I don't have a clown phobia, but clowns are scary. So yeah. Okay, hello, I'm back. We're done. We're finally done. We have come to the conclusion. Oh my God. Oh, okay, that was blinding. I finally finished Clown in a Cornfield. I did an update because I loved it. I literally, if I touch this because I don't want it to like, bing. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so good. I literally did an update because I didn't want to stop. So it basically is, I thought it was about a clown that was terrorizing a small town, and it is, kind of. So we have our main character, Quinn. She is a new girl. She comes into this new town, and she meets these, like, kind of like, it's supposed to be kind of like the Breakfast Club, kind of. They become friends. Literally, the entire book happens in, like, one night. Like, I loved it. The pacing was amazing. And the friends that she meets, they kind of have run-ins. They've had a bad past with the adults of the town, but she still becomes friends with them. They invite her to a party. She's like, okay, cool, I'll go. She goes to the party, and then a clown starts terrorizing the party, as in like killing. I thought the killings, the way that they were described, was so well like done. I literally felt like I was watching Scream on my I was watching Scream. I thought it was so good. I loved the characters. Even though it happened all in one night, I still felt connected to them. I loved the killings, like I said. There were some parts that were kind of cheesy and like dialogue kind of took me out of the story where I was kind of like, oh, don't really like that. But for the most part, I gave it 5 stars. I don't know if I said that. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was really good. The resolution at the very end was perfect. I loved how it ended. I really loved how it ended. Really loved how it ended. If you know, you know. And yeah, I highly recommend this book. I think it is really, really, really good. It's a really good slasher, like horror book. It's very fast paced, but like in a good way. Like I said, dialogue was kind of cheesy here and there, but overall it was good. The writing was excellent. The characters were excellent. The plot was excellent. I was pulled in. I was hooked. I liked it. I really liked it. I think people who liked Night of the Mannequins will also like this one. It was just good. It was just a fun time. It was just a fun time. I gasped. There was like plot twist at the very end where I literally gasped. Yeah, it was just a good time. Honestly, it was a good time. And I recommend it. Yeah, so I read 2 5-star books. Okay, so a quick wrap up. Clown in a Cornfield, 5 stars. The Night of the Mannequins, 5 stars. The Southern's Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires, 4 stars. And Bunny, 1 star. Which one scared me the most? Probably Night of the Mannequins. That mannequin really did scare me. And maybe this one a little bit. This one kind of just made me paranoid just because it really was just killing. Like it was just good gore horror. So this one was good. I liked it. Clown in the Cornfield, by the way. So yeah, but out of all of them, which one was my favorite? I would say Clown in the Cornfield. Maybe it's because I read it last or something, but really it was really good. Like it was really good. It was like good old-fashioned slasher fix, good old-fashioned slasher film, like Scream, Final Girl, all of that good stuff. So yeah, I guys liked my first ever reading vlog. I will probably do it again sometime very soon. But yeah, so yeah, that is it for me. Let me know if you read any of these books and you disagree or you agree with my ratings, with my views. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe and go read your favorite book for me. Bye. Also, apologies for my hair. It's been one of those days. But yeah, bye.